Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. Also make sure you turn off your hot and cold water supplies. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the Whirlpool Duet water inlet valve. It's going to be a very easy repair and it'll only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new water valve. The water inlet valve is what actually lets the hot and cold water into the machine. So the main reasons you'd be changing it out was if the solenoids went bad and the water's not coming in, or if it sprung a leak and you're getting water on the floor. Now that we have the water shut off at the wall, you want to make sure you put a towel down on the floor so we can remove the fill hoses from the valve. We can take off the hot and cold hoses with a big channel locks. They're labeled on the machine H and C, so if you have to label these, if your handles on your shutoff valves aren't blue and red, make sure you label your hoses so when you put them back together, you get them on the right fitting. Now that we have the hoses off, we can take the top of the machine off. To get access to the part, we have to remove the top panel, so we have to remove these 3 screws across the back and then lift the panel off. Once you have the screws out, you can pull the panel back a little bit and then lift up on it and take it off the machine. Now that we have the top off, we have access to the inside of the machine so we can take the valve out. In order to get the wires off the valve, there's little tabs at the top right here that you can lift up on and then you can pull the wires out. Now that we have the wires off, we can remove the mounting screw. The mounting screw is located right on the back panel. It's a number 20 Torx. All we have to do is unscrew it. Now that you have the screw out, we can pull the valve out. Now that we have the valve out of the washer, we can use our pliers and remove the clamp so we can pull the hose off. If your hose is really tight and you can't pull it off or twist it off, you can take a small flathead screwdriver and get underneath it and get it off. Here's the old water inlet valve next to the new water inlet valve. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. You do notice that sometimes they change the parts. This one has a little bit different fitting and the screens are different, but it'll go in there and replace it, no problem. To put the new valve in, we're going to reconnect the water line and then use our pliers to run the clamp back up. To have that in place, we can put the valve back into the washer and mount it to the back wall with the screw. All we have to do is run the screw into the valve and that'll mount it in place. Now we can hook up the wires. All you have to do to put the wires in is push them into place. Same as the old valve, there's a little tab on the top that'll lock it into place. Once you have those in, we can put the top back on and hook the water hoses back up. The top has some holes in it along the front. They'll go right on these pins along the front of the console. So you need to bring it up and set it down and then push it forward and push it all the way up against the console. And then we can come around the back side and put the 3 Torx screws back in. Remember, they're Torx number 20s. To reconnect the water hoses, all we have to do is thread them on and tighten them down with the channel locks. And then we can make sure they don't leak. Now that you're done repairing the washer, you can plug it back in, turn the water back on, and take it for a test spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.